what is it called? The cheap.
God.
Yes. Please tell us how you got involved in that. Because when you said that, when we did our interview for Goldy's Closet, I was just like, at first I thought you did the extreme couponing.
Okay.
And then you corrected me and told me about this, but we never really talked about it. So what was, like, how did you get involved in that?
So this is a good story, and there's a lot that I can't talk about right now, but I would
come on.
No, I would love to come back on your show because I'm on hold for some things, and there's contract stuff, but like that's very near and dear to my heart. And I was just looking for, different auditions and things that were out there. And, people rip on Craigslist, Francine, all the time. And there's like a lot of great opportunities on there. So I just saw looking for people that are extremely cheap, and I'm like, guilty. And my whole house is just like even the painting behind me. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like, if you look like, where is it?
It looks like you're in a museum.
No, but right here. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
That looks like. You see that?
Oh, I thought it looked like a rabbit.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
So like I paint all this crazy stuff because I'm too cheap to like buy other people's real art. And I watched it, and it said, and you get a kick out of this, it said, just do us a quick video. Don't try very hard. Like, we just want raw and gritty. So of course I went and like produced like this really great spot of like funny. Wait, can I swear? I don't want to swear on you.
You can swear.
No, it's just funny. So,
that's fine.
So yeah, like just all of the stuff that I reuse, or like I'm constantly trying to get deals at restaurants and drive up windows and whatnot. But the best one is, we were driving along one day. I don't know what happened. Somebody pissed me off on the road. We tour. I'm in a band, and it's pretty gross. Like, this is a gross story, but I think I was really, really angry. And like, you can't like punch people anymore because you get a lawsuit. And I guess this is illegal too, but I think I like ripped out a tampon and like chucked it at somebody's head. I was that over. Like, well, I mean, what else can I do? Like, somebody was out of line. They needed their kicked, and then they had like this big, huge cup of dip juice that they would dip spit, and it spilled like all over my computer bag and my computer. And I said, I don't want you dipping in the vehicle. First off, I think it's disgusting. Second of all, if you are gonna do it, you gotta put it in like a covered up thing. So anyway, my new laptop is covered with somebody's bit, and I'm pissed. And I just like whipped out this tampon, and like, I remember just like stuck to the side of his face, and I was like,
oh,
lovely.
I was like, don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. And then I think it was me. I sipped a big thing of pop soda, and I
wait a minute, it was me.
I was trying to remember who spit at, like, it just got to be like this bodily function, like really gross. And then we got out, and we were going to punch each other, and we cooled down. You're on the road with people. There's nowhere to go, you guys. Like, it's tight quarters. So anyway, I think the next week I was like, all right, I've already done something so gross that I had my menstrual cycle. So I didn't have anything, and I was like, this mother. So I found one of his socks, because this dirty had his feet on our tour bus with his feet up with his gross toe jam, but his sock was on the floor. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just take this sock, and I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to use it as.
Oh,
and then I'll leave it for him in his bag. Don't even act like there's not gross stuff in the wrestling business. So anyway, let's rewind back to my audition piece. I was like, I am so cheap that sometimes I use socks as pants. Anyway, needless to say, my audition caught the attention of producers within 34 minutes. I'll never forget it. Oh. So yeah, and then they came to the house, and we did this like really, really great week-long extravaganza, which was super brutal, but we just went through like all the cheap stuff that I do. I'm super, super cheap. I like really nice stuff. I like couture. I like name brand, but I don't want to pay for it.
Okay. First of all, that is the greatest story that we have had told on this show by far.
I would agree.
I have never in my life heard. I saw the spot that the girl did in wrestling. I don't know if you heard about it, Goldy, but she supposedly had a tampon and put it in the girl's mouth, the other girl. Yeah, and it was gimmicked. I'm sure it wasn't a real tampon, but this girl is extreme. She takes her own tampon and throws it at a guy, and it sticks to the side of his face.
And it doesn't. The apple does not fall far from the tree. So my aunt, with my mom's sister, apparently years ago, like my mom had like all these sisters and brothers, like a whole slew, and my mom was the favored child, so she could do no wrong in my grandmother's eyes. But I guess one day, my mom was washing dishes at the sink. And keep in mind, this is the olden days. This is like, the Depression. Like my mom lived through all that. Apparently my mom was washing dishes, and then my aunt got pissed about something, and she picked up a fork and she chucked it at my mom, and it hit her right here under the eye in the flesh. And it was like, dong, and it just stood there. So apparently my mom just like looked over at my aunt.
It's on, bitch.
Pulled it off, wiped the blood, and knock, knock. Here comes my grandma through the door. And my mom never said anything to my aunt. And so I have been very taken care of by my aunt for all these years, because she wanted to do that as to honor my mom for not like ratting her out for almost taking out an eye. But apparently in our family, there is just a past history of chucking things at people's faces and having them stick. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's not like people don't do gross things in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like we've all got funky with our in the bedroom.
Yes,
like,
but that is usually consensual. Yeah, that's usually like, hey, we're gonna do this later, okay? And then this guy doesn't expect a tampon to be from somebody he really doesn't know that well to be stuck to his face.
Yeah, well, I did it, guilty, and I'll do it
that's okay. So
I'll give you credit for your aim. I mean, that's pretty.
Let me know.
Let's see you throw some darts next.
Let me know when you have your, because I will not be fighting with you on that week. I'll wait.